Hello my fellow paint monsters, how are you? I'm Aga and this is Hungry for Paint, a channel about handmade watercolors. Today we're doing color mixing with the watercolors from Studio Artisjok from the Netherlands. I'm going to mix quite a lot of colors for you as I see a lot of interesting options here, so I want to try out quite a lot of things. I also would like to try these paints together with ink to see how they work together with pens, and I want to do a quick blending test that will show you how these paints work together when you blend them and just let them do their thing when you put them on paper with quite a lot of water. The quinacridone rose, the turquoise and the bismuth yellow are quite close to true primaries, so I think this is going to be quite interesting and I think they're going to produce some really vibrant colors. So I'm looking forward to trying these. I'm also quite curious about how Epidote is going to mix with other colors as it's got a very strong texture, it's a mineral color, so this can be interesting. And I can't wait to mix some of the mica colors together with other non-shimmer colors to see how these perform together. The quinacridone rose and ultramarine produce an incredibly rich purple color, while the quinacridone rose and indigo make a more subdued, darker, more nocturnal one. I love it. Oh, the oxide purple together with the turquoise. Just look at this grey. The bismuth yellow together with quinacridone rose is incredibly vibrant. Somewhat surprisingly, the bismuth yellow seems to be working really well with the Epidote, and with the turquoise it's just crazy. Ultramarine works pretty great with bismuth yellow as well, and it can be quite interesting with Epidote in my opinion, and I love pretty much every single mix with indigo. Moving on to the ink test, I use the Sakura Pigma Micron pen as usually. First I'm drawing a line and painting on top of it to see if the paint is transparent enough for you to do your line work first and then paint on top of it. And as you can see in most cases it is, apart from the gold mica and perhaps Rinx's blue, but that's up to you. These paints are pretty active in the water. As you can see they move all around if you apply them with quite a lot of water, and they blend very easily. I was quite heavy-handed with what I did here, but I think you get the idea of how they work. And in this last mixing section I tried mixing some shimmers with non-shimmers, and I think the results are really beautiful in some cases and really interesting. I love the transitions you get in the case of ultramarine and gold mica and Rinx's blue and bismuth yellow, and I think Eye of Ellen is a very good combination together with lilac mica, and Zoria works perfectly with Shadow Moon, which is good as these two are a part of the same set, the Neil Gaiman themed set. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check my review video from last week or Studio Artisjok's website and Instagram. And the last mix, quinacridone rose with lilac mica, I think this one is quite nice too. Especially if you add just a little bit of lilac mica to the quinacridone rose, I think it can add a very nice touch to your painting. And I still can't get over how amazing the texture of Epidote is. And now I'm drawing a second line on top of the dried paint, and as you can see this is working fine. You can easily draw and write on top of all of these colors. You can feel a little bit of resistance when you draw on top of Epidote. It's got a pretty strong physical texture, but I think it's manageable. This is definitely the way to go with the gold mica. The line does get a little bit thicker on top of Riggs's blue, bismuth yellow, epidote and turquoise to a degree, but it's not too bad. So overall, the way I see it, these paints I tried together with pens work very well with them. Alright, this is all for today. Let me know in the comments what you think. I usually have a lot of fun doing those color mixing videos, but this one, it was insanely fun. I had such a great time, really. These paints are such a joy to work with. They flow so well and they mix together so amazingly that it was a really great experience shooting this video for you. So I think you should definitely try out some of Simon's paints. Especially if you live in Europe, that should be quite affordable as Studio Artisjok is based in the Netherlands, so the shipping fees and the customs shouldn't hurt you too much. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, press the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my future videos. Next week, on Wednesday, there's going to be a sneak peek of my next week's video. Make sure to check it out and for a chance to guess who our next maker is going to be. And if you like what I do, consider supporting Hungry for Paint on Ko-fi. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you next week. Bye bye!